We are live.
We are.
We're live.
We are.
Alive and live.
Somewhat alive, man. I almost didn't make it. I figured out if I want to be productive, I need to get up at about 2 a.m. Okay. Drink like 3 cans of pop, and then maybe a Rockstar too. And I can be productive until about 11 o'clock the next day.
Until your liver diabetic coma sets in.
Yeah, until your liver gives out. Yeah, you're good.
That's when.
You can. I mean, I got so much done last night. Lola was like, "Hey, you got a lot done. What's going on?" And then I went to sleep, and I woke up, and it was 7 o'clock, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, man, there goes the day."
Yeah, I got a message at 4 o'clock in the morning. And all right, so
that's what he does.
You're a married man with kids. Why are you up at 4 o'clock in the morning?
I wasn't up, but this is what I woke up at 7. Okay, I woke up at 7. This is the message I woke up to. Okay, you guys gotta hear this because it's like, oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. Luke, 5 exclamation points. I need your help. I need you to help me with a new Indie Volt intro. I need lyrics, LOL. Something in the vein of AC/DC, Poison. I know. That's like asking you to write the Sistine Chapel, but it's important, and I need it yesterday. I'm like, what is going on? Oh, yesterday? Yeah.
Let's write the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
And so I responded at 7. I'm thinking, okay, certainly he's asleep. I'm not going to hear back. And he responded immediately. Varian never responds immediately.
Yeah, I was at the computer. I was up. I'm like, and then I didn't message Randy. Oddly enough. Yeah, who was normally up at 4 o'clock, and I should have messaged him like, "Hey, man, what's going on?"
Only the last 2 days I haven't because the wife's been sick, so she's been sleeping in.
Yeah, so you wouldn't get my messages anyway, not until the morning. All right.
Yeah.
That's not good. Hello, everybody. I'm going to roll the intro. We'll do our introductions. Oops. Ooh, that sounds horrible.
Is this our great new intro?
Yeah. Well, one of them. We got a new intro coming next week, but apparently we got this intro. So we'll run our old intro one last time.
Oh, okay.
One last time.
Here we go.
So we'll run here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold yours. Here we go.
One last time.
You got it? I can get it.
I got it. Here we go.
Got it.
Your body keeps calling, all systems recharging, send a shockwave straight to my bones, like it's supernatural. Pulse dropping, black darkness, you get my heart started, send a shockwave straight to my bones, like it's supernatural.
The following program contains violence, disturbing imagery, nudity, and, oh my God, why are you even watching this? Just run away. This shit is going to give you nightmares. For real. The program is rated TV MA NSFW OMFG GAF TTV BYGAS. Why are you still here? This show came out of the dark recesses of a coked-up guy's mind who has just been given too much privilege and access and now just takes a depraved delight in disturbing and scaring you. Seriously, don't watch this. We can't warn you strongly enough. Do you need a doctor of some kind? What is the matter with you?
Welcome.
Fantastic.
That's great. That is great. What is the matter with you?
Welcome everybody to Indie Volt Live. I was busy last night. And I'm Varian Grant, founder of Indie Volt Media LLC. Been making comics since 2008. This is Indie Volt Livewire. I am a comic book artist, creator, publisher, geek, father, husband, reluctant taxpayer, all that good stuff. I'm joined as always by the beautiful indie princess Lola. How are you today or tonight, ma'am?
I am sick, but I'm here, so that counts.
You took that shot. That's what happened. See?
Yeah, I took the COVID shot, and I am extremely sick right now.
Oh.
It took a couple days to fully kick in, and now I can't keep anything down, and I am super tired.
You've been better off with the COVID. Better off
Sounds
with that.
great.
An endorsement, doesn't it?
Yeah. Whoa, that's
It's
horrible.
only the first one. It's not the second one.
Ugh, nasty stuff. Mr. Zim, how are you?
I am doing well. Thank you very much. Hey, everybody. I'm Randy Zimmerman. I am a long time alternative and independent comics creator. Been working at this since 1985, where my first book was Tales from the Anniverse from Arrow Comics. Done a lot of alternative and independent stuff, just about everything in the direct market that you can imagine. And right now I'm working on bringing Arrow Comics back here with an Indiegogo campaign called Indie VOLT Revolt, which has a lot of the talent that you see here on the Indie VOLT radio network, doing a collection of short stories, great stuff. It's really a great volume. Check it out over on Indiegogo. We might look at it later on in the program if we have time. And other than that, I'm doing Arrow Comics 4.0, where you can find that over on Facebook and over on YouTube. So check those out as well. We post art whenever it becomes available. So, and happy to be part of the Indie VOLT radio network.
Yeah, and seeing Wilson helps you feel better, Lola.
Thank you.
Mr. Dread Dinosaur, explain yourself.
Hello, my name is Eric Hudson. I am at Dreaded Dinosaur, the Dreaded Dinosaur Man, creator of Dreaded Dinosaur Man on Webtoon and Tapas. You can go read that. Severely overdue for an update. Also, a prominent wrestling artist, co-creator of Roddy Piper, the Kilted Avenger, which you can get on Pro Wrestling Tees. We now have the British Bulldog in the works for his comic book coming out. Hopefully by the end of the year, we'll be sharing that. And host of It Came From Webtoon with Varian here on Monday nights at 9, where we cover Webtoon Tapas. And I think we're going to go through a branding change on that show at some point, because there's just so many comics out there that aren't on Webtoon. It's a shame that we just call this show It Came From Webtoon. So we'll be putting our thinking caps on about that one.
And Pat, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, I'm a new kid on the block here, so I'm seeing a lot of new faces here. So I'm the proud owner of Reverb Comics. I've just been in the game for like a year, really. My Kickstarter's live. It's called Echoes of the Triumphant #1. I just want to give a shout out to Mirror Comics. Dominic Bercier, he lives pretty close by. He's been a huge help to me. So you guys should check out stuff. He's yeah, you guys know him pretty well, don't you?
Yeah, he's been on a few times. Yeah.
Do me a favor,
and Pat, you're gonna need to move your microphone away from your chest.
I think it's scratching on you.
Yeah, I think it's scratching on your chest, and it's picking up every time you move.
Sounds like you're walking in the snow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I think it's the part of the mic is on your chest.
Yeah, the mic is right on your chest.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're just going to just sit there like that and hold it the whole time and not move, right?
Yeah.
I think
We hope you're comfortable.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour show, so you're good, right?
It's just scratching whenever you move, whenever you breathe. So it's like
it's rubbing on your chest, and we're picking it up like you're walking through snow.
Did you hear any of that?
Yeah, it's very sensitive. It's a good mic.
Yeah, it is a good mic.
Yeah.
Mr. Stone.
Hello, my name is Luke Stone. I am over at LukeStoneStudios.com. I have an Indiegogo that just launched tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm offering free domestic shipping and discounted international shipping. So anybody that's listening internationally, you can go over to LukeStoneStudios.com, click that link that takes you directly to the Indiegogo, and you can back my project tonight. Bing, bing.
We'll take a look at that project as well. Rebel said someone is rubbing against their mic. They are. Pop says, irony, right now, I have 313 YouTube subscribers and 313 Twitter followers. The race is on YouTube. 313 also Michigan's or Detroit's area code. My wife wants to be hard and have a 313 area code like she's from the city. But she's in the burbs. So, I don't know.
Your feed is choppy, Barry.
It is?
Yeah.
No, I mean, it says that my internet connection is wonky. So we'll see what happens. If I drop out, you guys know why.
Did you drink your low res today?
I did.
Oh no.
I was drinking low res. I'm gonna go into the questions, guys, because we got 3 of them. and Randy had me save one, especially for tonight. And it was actually sent to him on the
To whom?
it was sent to you for the
To me.
Sunday funnies, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you told me no,
Oh, yeah.
save it for Tuesday.
No,
So,
yeah, it was a serious thing, and we were about ready to close out the show, if I remember right. And I knew that it would end up causing a longer discussion. So
yeah, it's funny how we have to do that. Figure out how much time we actually have when we get certain questions in. I'm loading them up right now because again, I guess my internet is deciding it doesn't really want to work. Darn you, Comcast. They are on their way though. The Comcast, they're going to be giving me some new stuff because I complained about being tricked into having a phone line. And it's funny, they told me, they said, hey, I was told I didn't need the phone line, and if I got rid of the phone line, I would save $50. Well, when I called back to get rid of the phone line, that changed completely. Well, sir, if we take the phone, the reason why you're getting the discount is because of the phone line. Without the phone line, your internet is actually going to cost you $500 a month.
holy crap! What service are you with?
Comcast,
Jeez.
Xfinity, yeah, and I'm like, what? $500 a month? What are you talking
Look,
about?
you take that phone line, or Comcast is going to break its own legs.
Yeah, exactly.
What you do is you take the phone line and then you cut the wire as soon as it goes into the house, so you don't ever hear from them again. Because all that phone line's good for is for them to sell your number. And Comcast is not a sponsor, right?
No.
Okay. All that phone line's good for is so that they can sell your number to spammers, and you get calls every 5 freaking seconds.
Yeah.
So hook it up to a phone with no bell, or with a one of those old-fashioned answering machines that says, "Hello, screw off. Put me on your do not call list."
You just call forward it to somebody you don't like.
That too. Some crabby creator.
That's why I'm getting all those calls, huh?
Oh yeah.
We don't think you're crabby.
I forwarded them all to Luke. Every call that I get, it's like, what? Another responsibility. I'm gonna send this over to Luke.
I want to say thanks a lot to Mark Hodges. He backed us. He backed the Indiegogo Indie Volt Revolt book today, along with Albino Thunder Buns. Thank you so much for that backing. We deeply appreciate it.
Albino Thunder Buns?
Albino Thunder Buns.
Coming soon from Arrow Comics.
No. Coming soon from Shocker Comics.
Nah, that's
Sounds like a band name a little bit, though.
That could be too.
It does. So let's get
Albino
into
and the Thunder Buns.
this show is going downhill fast.
You did run that warning at the front, so
I
now we
did.
feel
I
a little
took that
liberated.
seriously, so we
Yeah.
gotta hand this thing up.
Seriously, why are you watching?
You set the bar really high for us to go low. So
I did.
What is wrong with you? Yeah.
There you go, Randy.
MS Johnson, or is that Ms. Johnson? And you just misplaced a period.
No, it's MS Johnson.
MS Johnson. The pandemic just sealed the deal for comics. DC and Marvel pros were fighting for table scraps. Those wanting to make a living in comics jumped in 2018. Fuck the mainstream. Long live indie.
thank
MS
you,
Johnson.
Martin Scorsese Johnson.
Yeah.
I like it.
I wonder if he's got a point. I mean, a lot of people did get out. I mean, whether they were forced out or they end up going to smaller companies.
Well, a lot of the best creators never got in. That's the problem. They've been so funneling, and nepotism that it's been like that for decades. Though it's just gotten worse and worse as we went along. I don't know about them jumping in 2018. Sugar. I didn't see that happen. Hey, Sugar. But 2020, yeah, I think you saw a lot of people jumping over to indie.
Josh said he's waiting for Randy to mention the National Do Not Call Registry.
No, that National Do Not Call Registry is actually a list of phone numbers for the scammers to get a hold of to bother you later. That's all that registry is for.
Has anyone had this happen to him yet? I got a phone call yesterday.
Yeah.
I got a phone call yesterday from a Jehovah's Witness. They're like, we're not a telemarketer. I'm like, are you? And then like start
Wow.
talking. Like, I'm like, hold on a second. I'm like, what? And my wife was like, it's the Jehovah's Witnesses. They're calling people. And I was like, really? As I was like, dude, are you a Jehovah's Witness? He goes, yeah. And I go, what is this? Like, how did this happen? How did that start happening?
Well, they can't go door to door because of the pandemic. It's not safe.
Oh, yeah,
That
man,
must be it. Because,
It
you
has
know,
to be.
COVID,
So they moved into a new.
telemarketing.
Yeah, they moved into telemarketing. They now they have to call you. I mean, you know, it's smart. It's healthy. And
Well,
now
according
you
to
can
according to the media, it might be a little rough coming from India now, at least. So
yeah. Imagine we might actually. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Keep on.
Well, you know what? They're so behind the times. In 10 years, they'll finally be spamming our emails. So
don't say that. Don't say that.
So the pandemic has it sealed the deal for mainstream? Is that the problem? Are we seeing them now spiral because of it's funny.
I don't think it's the pandemic, but go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, no. I think that we have a situation now where we are seeing a lot of mainstream guys jump over to indie comics. The problem is though, not all of them are doing that well. We had I forgot the guy's name, but I felt that his comic could have did a lot better. Was it?
That's how memorable he was too.
Was it the Scott Snyder book? Was it? I thought it could have been a lot. I thought it could have did a lot more.
Scott Snyder
might have been.
Yeah, I was like, why isn't this book doing? Why didn't it at least do 500, 600,000?
That's not the guy who swore he was going to make $500,000 and only come up with like 100 and something. Was it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I know that it was a mainstream guy. He went indie, did his own book, and did not like accumulate what I thought he would.
I think it was Snyder that did that.
I'm pretty sure it was Scott Snyder, and I was hurt because I'm like, why is he not making money? Like, this is a mainstream guy, so I think the thing is, some of them can jump, but they might not find that.
It was because they had that gatekeeper from Kickstarter that was running as his manager.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
She was going to get him all sorts of sales. And then when it came time to fulfill, she booked. Wasn't that the way it ran?
Well, yeah.
She said, "Hey, out of here, see her. I got it. Work. No, done."
I think the audience for crowdfunding books is just a little bit more on the God, what's a good word for it? They're a little bit more picky. Just because somebody's mainstream doesn't mean they're going to be a success in that space.
Well, just because you're mainstream doesn't mean you're a success.
Exactly.
Ayo.
See the numbers on Black Panther lately.
Before we move on to the next question, I just have to say, "Seal the Deal" is a great Volbeat song.
Nah, I still like the Heaven or Hell.
That's a good one too.
Yeah. That's still my favorite one. So after mainstream, long live indie.
I think Eric is right though. You've got a lot of these guys from the mainstream that think that they're going to come over to the indie because they've seen other indie people make a lot of money, and they come over with a bad product or a slipshod deal or a bad manager or who knows what excuse there is, and they don't do what they think they're going to do.
Mm-hmm. I think the mainstream was teetering for a while.
It's been on an erosion for the last 30 years.
It really has. And I don't know that I think the pandemic certainly didn't help. But I think that part of the problem was, I think it was a composite of things. It was the pandemic. It was poor choices from the parent companies for some of these books. It was, it's kind of this woke attitude that happens sometimes with people where they try to push more of a political agenda than they do like the story. You see some of those kind of things, and you just see fans not so happy, and then you see all of these other books that are coming out from indie people, and they look good. It's good quality stuff. There's stories, there's characters, there's a little something for everybody. I think that being tied to a screen for a year made the average consumer see that there's another market out there besides what you see at the comic shop. What they tell you to buy, basically.
Well, not just that, but you saw a huge upswing, the retailers did, in the collectability market. You saw a huge upswing in back issues for the retailers, the discriminating retailers that carry a large variety of back issues. They saw a lot of people looking for things to read. And the sad thing is now is the current market is not made, the big two are not catering to people who want to read and be entertained. They're looking for the guy or the collector who wants the variant cover or who wants the weirdo #1, or, hey, we're going to do this. Everything that we think will turn your stomach, this is what we're going to do to that character. And
Speculator market.
The speculator market has, in that area, has dried up. The collector's market, though, has expanded. The CB, whatever, the slabbing companies have never been so backed up.
Yeah.
With their turnaround is horrible right now.
Well,
because the collectability market has jumped.
Yeah. Well, I was talking literally on the last stream I was on about this, the numbers 1.3 million versus 3.5 million in sales versus US comics versus manga. And there's a whole
CGC. Thanks, Mark.
There's this whole culture difference there where people aren't collecting manga, they're buying it, and then they discard of it. It's like a magazine. They consume the stories. They're consumers there. They're not collectors. I think that there's people here that want to be consumers of stories and people that want to be collectors. And I love that we have a collector kind of culture around comics. I think that's great. But I think some of these larger companies and some of the retailers have almost kind of abandoned the idea of the reader and gone more towards the collector with the speculation stuff. I think that's really killed a lot of things. That's why we have so many variant covers.
Well, seriously, if you go back to the origin, the start of the direct market, and you saw how Marvel especially treated the direct market, the first 3 products they kicked out was Shayna, the She-Devil, Kazar, and Moon Knight. And Moon Knight was just coming off of a phenomenal run by Sinkovich, and the quality, as soon as it turned into a direct market book, dropped straight to the floor. Kazar was already in the floor. Shayna they were really bad quality books because they didn't care. They were going to the direct market, and it was instantaneous sales. And I don't think that attitude up there at those offices have changed, even though a lot of people have changed like 10 times over since then. Marvel's never cared about the direct market or the retailers. They've only been concerned about how they can drag the buck out of them in any way possible. And it's sad to see, but they're finally getting the payback for that, and the retailers are scrambling. It amazes me that they jumped to Penguin, because I'm sitting there reading that news and going, wow, maybe somebody up there at Marvel cared enough about how they were distributed to go, hey, Diamond, we're jumping over to these guys. But you wouldn't think that, that's the first amount of care I've seen from them in years.
Sugar Chris says he has a lot of problems with wearing the indie princess. He's mad we got that red dress. That's all. Meanwhile, mainstream is almost a bad word to me anymore. I'm pretty much only interested in indie with the exception of older comics.
Yep.
And
there's a lot of people feeling like that all the time.
Pops asked him, Sugar, what's the matter? Didn't the red dress fit? Yeah.
Did he get that dress?
That slender frame of his.
Yeah.
Randy, here's your new one.
Bob. Bob writes in. Thanks for writing in, Bob. My local comic shop is selling copies of my book, copies that I didn't sell to them because it's for Kickstarter backers only. I discovered a few other titles and spoke to the creators of those books. They also didn't sell to my local comic shop. The only thing we have in common is our printer. Short story, these assholes are selling our comics to stores without our permission. Store owner told and showed receipts of buying books from Tomorrow. Should we say that? Tomorrow distributors. Effing ass queens.
Dun dun dun.
Bob. We got a card. We got a card for that. We got a video for that too, right? Right? Where is that? Where is that? Coming up here somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Is that
There,
officially
might be
our
it.
grift of the week?
That might be.
is. Tomorrow distro. How dare you?
Shady business.
Anybody
shady
get a hold of
business.
Tomorrow Distributors for a response?
I did
Well,
not, because do you guys think I have journalistic integrity? I'm like pal on the shit.
Come on, journalism.
Yeah.
101.
Wow.
Two sides to a story, not in my town.
Bob says you're an effing ass queen. You got any response to that?
Well,
I should call you.
see.
Are you guys indeed ass queens? Is that what's going on here? Is there?
We can't confirm that we are. Sorry.
Yeah.
We're looking for confirmation on this simple fact, as Bob has accused you of being an effing ass queen. How many effing asses have you queened? Can you tell me?
About five. About five. six.
Guys, the
Five.
sub-ass
Always looking
boys are outside. They want to know if we're ass queens.
If what Bob is saying is true, this from Matt Knowles, it sounds like legal action could be taken against the printer. That's pretty wild. It is. It is, man.
It really
Actually,
does.
it's very uncalled for.
It is.
Lawsuit. Yep.
I mean, come on. I mean, we all want our books in stores. I think maybe not everybody. I want my books in stores, but I also want the financial
Yeah,
kickback
I want a
for
piece of
having it
my
in the
own
store.
action.
Yeah.
And there should also be a warning out about that printer.
Yeah.
That's who's hasn't seemed to be named here. Ass Queen. That's a good one. I'll hold on to that one to use on Sim sometime. Okay.
And Damien wants to know if he can get a ringtone of Randy yelling "effing ass queens."
We'll work on that for you this week. Yeah.
It'll pop up whenever a telemarketer calls. Hey, effing ass queens.
And
I got a few people I'd like that ringtone for.
Yeah.
Comic Talk with Fox Fans says that could be the grift of the year. Thanks for reading, Randy. Excellent. And Sugar says, oh shit. Yeah. Listen, if your printer is selling your book behind your back,
You know who Tomorrow Distributors is.
yeah,
Just
you might want to
wait. We've got a input here from an outside source coming in.
okay. Let's put it.
What the fuck is the matter with people in this business?
That was it.
just stealing books. I'm just gonna steal your book and just sell it. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
Hey,
Wow.
kid, I got your book right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
They
says,
must be giving them retailers a great discount now.
not bookie the books plural. That is big.
Or
Yeah, I
plural.
mean,
Yeah,
that
I
is
wonder
big,
how many
big time.
are involved. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
multiple
William.
charges.
yeah. Hey, William. Yeah, it's man. That's
That ought to be an instantaneous no.
yeah. Matt, Pat, what would you say if you walk in a store and you see your book for sale at a shop you didn't put it in?
You know, I mean, like obviously I'd be pretty mad. Like it just like that story over there just makes me think to myself, like, how did the printers think that like they can get away with that? Like, how did they think that would not like blow up in their face? You know, like
Yeah.
They might have been thinking those guys who do those crowdfunding campaigns, they never go to those retail shops anymore.
Mhm.
We'll just sell their stuff to them.
yeah.
Or you know,
Yeah,
it
so
could
happens
be
today.
like it could be not the company. It could be like one guy at the company.
Yeah.
Because printers always overprint when they print.
Yep.
So this
Only-
guy could be like trying to make money on the sides.
Yeah.
Only takes one.
Yeah, so
Hey,
who is Tomorrow Distro? So let's find out who
Yeah.
they are. It's like Kyle. It's like Kyle over there. It's like he needed some weed money, and so he's like, I know how I'm gonna get this. This comic book looks pretty good. I'm gonna sell it to my local shop.
Yeah.
Imagine
So
he's
he's
got a
like-
van outside of a comic shop. I got some hot comics for you guys.
He's got spray painted on there. Tomorrow Distro.
Yeah.
It's called Distro because he ran out of room on the van.
Really
to
big
sell
pockets in the
distribution.
coat. Hey, you want some comics?
Yeah, it could be, and then two also, Bob, was it Bob? Bob, check your receipt because that might actually. Well, you probably have done this, and I don't want to sound patronizing, but they could say it's a service they offer. They could say, "Oh, we put your books in, we print it, and then we put it in the storage for you." Yeah, forget
There
that
was
you
a-
didn't get any money.
There was
You
a
didn't get-
company back in the day that did something like that. It was called Tate Publishing,
Mhm.
right? They would like if you pay them like $3,000, they'll sell your book or whatever like that. But this seems like kind of like the reverse of that, where you kind of know, like you're hoping that you're going to get distributed, but they don't do anything. They just kind of sit on their thumbs. Like these people are like, yeah, we're gonna sell your book at cost to these people. So it's like it cost us 20 cents to print this thing. We've been charging you $1. We're gonna charge them $1. They're gonna sell your book for $5.
Yeah,
and you're just gonna take it like a
I'm a little confused because Bob accused the printer of doing this, but names Tomorrow Distribution. Is Tomorrow Distribution a distribution company? Is it a printer? Why would a printer name themselves a distribution company?
well,
They're a distribution company. They probably already have, deals with local comic shops like that.
Well, yeah,
So-
he said his local comic shop told him I got these books from Tomorrow Distribution. That told him a receipt. Like,
Well, it's nice they're actually going with a different distributor. Now, if they can go with a legitimate distributor,
like Liberty Distribution.
like
yeah,
Liberty
exactly.
Distribution, they need to sign up and get your books instantaneously.
did
Given
someone
to
say-
Liberty, by the way, by the creators,
Yeah.
in-house, ready to be shipped to you.
So if I walk into a store and I see my book and I didn't set it up, I'm gonna be like, hey, Varian's doing his job.
yeah.
And I'm gonna be none the wiser.
Yeah.
You get a hold of that.
Sure.
You get a hold of
Thanks,
that
buddy.
that publisher or that printer and say, "What the heck? When are you going to pay me?" Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow Distribution. What about you
That's
tomorrow?
why it's tomorrow distribution.
It reminds me
We'll
of
give
that
you money
Michael-
tomorrow.
Reminds me of that clip from The Office when Michael Scott was doing the diversity tomorrow because today's almost over.
Thomas Ryan says Tomorrow Distro is on my shit list. Yeah.
We got to find them first. They're not on the web. I did a Google search. They don't
After
pop
this, they're
up.
going to be on a lot of people's list.
Is this the black market for crowdfunding? I hope they get sued, says Sugar. Yeah.
They definitely need to
Lay off the weed money. Joe says, wow, just wow. Legal action is to come. So far, I can't Tomorrow Distro. I can't find that is. And then Dominic says, if there is a printer and a publisher, equal paper trail. Yeah, I mean, look, they probably thought they can get away with it. And they would have if it wasn't for you darn kids.
Exactly.
I will gladly pay you Thursday for a hamburger today. Yeah. And our last question of the night, I believe.
Yeah, there's nothing even on Facebook for tomorrow. More than likely, I think Eric said what Eric said was right. It's just some guy working at the print shop running off extra copies. And hey, I'm Tomorrow Distributors. Would you like to buy some books?
Because today I'm printing, tomorrow I'm distributing.
Day after tomorrow, I'm in court.
Yes.
Next week I'll have some homemade gin for you.
Yeah.
Somebody's definitely got a hustle going. Yeah.
We shouldn't be making fun
Definitely,
of this.
I'm sorry,
definitely
Bob, had to get
Grift
there.
King of the Week. Yeah, Bob, we're real sorry you've run into that situation. Please do fill us in on more details as you find out. We really want to follow this story and let everybody else know, especially who that printer was, because people that might not want to run with them.
And we're only getting information one-sided. There's multiple layers. There's always more info that we don't know.
Yep.
We're happy to riff on this kind of stuff, but please don't take action into your own hands. Don't try to hunt down these people or whoever they are. And we'll let you know if we learn more.
Please do everything legally. Yes,
Yes.
not physically. Physical
And
doesn't get you anywhere except in jail along with that guy. So.
And the last question of the night, which apparently I can't, the image for will not load up on the site for some reason, so I keep all the questions. So
Try it again. Try it again.
I tried it. It will load up. That's what I've been up here clicking. I was glad you guys are stalling, but now it's out.
We have milked this as long as we can, Varian. Come on.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm having an issue selling my comic and getting my team on board. Selling my comic to my team and getting them on board. My idea is I have a 32-page comic that I'm looking to crowdfund coming this May, which is now. It's 35 pages, and he would like to charge $30 plus shipping and handling.
Is it printed on gold leaf? I mean,
You might want to save that to next week so that we can run that video again.
does it have a plywood cover?
Does it have a gold plated cover?
Plywood's more expensive than gold right now. Though.
And this.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got
And
a
this is
point.
from Aaron.
Sorry.
Aaron, no, we don't mean it. We don't mean it. I mean, yeah, $30 for
32-page comic.
32-page comic.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
Better be a good story.
Yeah, about what is it, like 12 cents a page? I think that's 12 to 15 cents a page. I think is the average. What you should be paying or what the retailer should pay.
Pops wants to know if it's signed by Stan and Jack post-mortem.
Yeah. William says, never let those four women meet each other. That is very true. That's very true. I tried to.
That was hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, I got hit.
What does that mean?
Did you see my video I posted with Lola earlier?
Where she smacked the back of your head? Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
Never let those four women meet each other.
Yeah. Josh says, man, you're getting the questions super quick tonight. Yeah, we're pros around here now. Matt Noel says, think that dude answered his own question about why his team members aren't on board about crowdfunding. Yeah. Aaron,
one for Matt.
Your book is too damn high.
It's important to take the temperature of the people around you.
Yes.
And they will usually let you know. It's like, do you think I should try out for American Idol? I don't know. It's on a weekday.
This is Joseph's 35 page plus shipping. Yeah, you're gonna be looking at 45 for that book. It has to be damn good. And the chances are you're gonna have low sales because of it.
Pat, can you give us an international perspective on this? You're up in Canada, right?
Yeah, I mean, in Canada, we pay like a lot of taxes compared to you guys, so it wouldn't stand a chance in Canada, I guess.
Don't worry, we'll catch up to you soon.
Oh, yeah. It's only a matter of time.
America will not be second place.
Yeah.
We will not. We need to get our taxes as high as Canada. Let's go. Aaron, readjust your pricing plan. If it's a printing issue, if you looked at printers, because I had a buddy who paid $8 an issue back in the early 2000s for his comic, but he also printed it at an Allegro printing. They aren't set up to print comics. So
seems like we have a sponsor that may be able to help. Yes.
You might want to try Mix'em, who's a sponsor of the Indie Vote Award show. Mix'em, get your printing together, because that will help you reduce costs. Unless you're just being greedy and you're like, I want, $40 a comic.
Well, I will say this. I've talked to first-time creators, new creators that think they have to charge a higher amount because I'm going to sell 100 copies and I need to be able to pay for this book that I just spent all of this money. When you're making a book, the first thing you need to realize is you're going to be upside down on your first issue. You're not going to make money until issue 3, 4, and 5. By issue 5, you should be in a profitable position. But when you're, you want to get that book in as many hands as possible. When you're charging $30 for that book, you're going to get it in as few hands as possible. The only people buying that book are people who aren't going to read it because they're your friend or family. They're just helping you out. You're not going to get any actual readers with that. So, but if it's a printing thing, like, it's costing me $8 to print. Man, there's so many good printers out there. Is Mix'em Comic Wellsprings?
No.
Mix'em is different.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say this: Scrooge McDuck is a cartoon character, not a business model.
Unfortunately, right?
I got a Scrooge McDuck toy. One of my favorite characters. Asking now, I think about that. That says a lot about me.
Jim O'Reilly swears he knows that Luke Stone guy.
Yeah. We've met. Jim just offered an awesome thing. We're going to do he's going to do an original piece for one backer, and so we're going to be working to get like a special tier where he does a piece for the new Hybrids campaign.
I really like Jim's artwork. Hey guys, you mentioned Indie Vote Awards earlier, and I want to take this time to mention that Indie Vote Awards are coming September 18th, and at that award show, you'll be able to witness the Hall of Fame awards. We're going to be handing out Hall of Fame honors at the show. And I'm going to take this time now to roll the clip of one of the first inductees in the 2021 Hall of Fame. Here we go.
We're sorry.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Randy did not want this person in.
Zinduck spank the monkey. That would be awesome. That guy needs a hat.
That guy looked just as annoyed in the picture as he does on the screen.
Yeah, yeah, he does.
I thought
So
that was my
everyone-
concerned look.
Yeah, everyone, 2021 inductee Randy Zimmerman into the Indie Vote Indie Comic Book Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Randy. September 18th.
Well, thank you. I guess. Thank you.
Did
You told me
you
it's something I
approve
can't
that photo?
avoid, so here we go.
Did
What?
you approve that? Did you approve that photo?
No. That? Yeah, I told him to use that photo. I'm going to use one at least, use one where I look concerned.
And so now you was that Goldberg? You're next. Yeah, it does look like Goldberg.
It is. It's
My last match was horrible. So Randy, and there's a picture of the ring Randy will be receiving September 18th, 2021 at the Indie Vote Comic Book Awards. You can still get your book in for submissions if you want to see if your book can win an award and take one home by going to indievoteawards.com.
No, please, no.
Yeah. The Goldberg of Comics. Yeah,
The Goldberg of Comics.
The Goldberg of Comics.
No,
Congratulations,
no, thanks.
Randy.
You just wanted to see my face turn red. That's all.
Yeah. He's
just wait until you hear my speech. It's going to be great.
Yeah, we'll
make sure you're there to watch it live.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure
get a big hook.
I'm gonna make sure we get a wrap it up box because
some canned laughter and applause.
No, I'm gonna make sure we have to play Randy off like, oh my God, he's been talking for 15 minutes.
Yeah. I'll keep it short.
Let me tell you about Diamond.
Screw those guys. Screw Diamond. That's my.
But yay, Candle Hall. I can't wait to find the opener.
There you go.
Find the candle opener. A question for Luke from Matt. If you were gonna back any campaign that wasn't yours, what would it be and why is it located at?
Because it's got a really cool metal album with it this time with a fantastic musician who just recently passed away. So that's why I would back it right there.
Yeah, Mary
I just brought the room down. Dang it.
Yeah. Mary Machine Gun says, "What up? What up? Hey,
what up, Mary Machine Gun?"
So let's take a look at, and we're gonna look at some projects now. So we know we got some left from Pat, but we're gonna look at Luke's first. Luke has just dropped Hybrids, Sons of God. Well, not just, but it's still fresh. It's still fresh. It's still edible.
Yeah. I dropped. Yeah. It's about an hour and 45 minutes old. Yeah. So we just launched Hybrids: The Killing Field Part 1 and 2. This is not just a campaign that's going to have one book. We actually got 3 books available for this. So we have the new issue 7, Part 2 of The Killing Field. We also have a role-playing game, Quick Play, that is kind of like a playable rules manual, if you will. And then we also have the reissue, the remaster issue number 1, where we went in and we extended the book. We redid about 80% of the art, extended some scenes, added some scenes, and worked really hard on that. We're going to have a limited run of 100 of those available for this campaign. It will be going to stores. It's now in Arrow Comics, woot woot Randy, and it's going to be distributed through Liberty Distribution, woot woot Varian. Woot woot. Woot woot. And so we don't want to shoot that in the foot at all. So we're limiting this to 100 for the people that have been with us for the number of years that we've been doing this so far. So so pretty cool. We are offering free domestic shipping. So that's anybody that is in the continental United States. We'll get that for no additional cost. And then we are discounting international shipping for all those that are listening internationally tonight on the radio. you can go and get this, and we won't try to cost you an arm and a leg with it. Anybody that backs today before the end of May 5th, and we're going to go all the way to Pacific time on that, not just Eastern time, you'll get this free holofoil print, which is really cool.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, it does look awesome.
Matt Knowles wants to know, you said a limited run of 100. Does that include the backdoor prints from tomorrow distributors as well?
Well, no, I didn't include those. Sorry. So it's probably more like 150. Who knows? But no, only 100 legitimate prints on that will be going. But yeah, so we'll send this out to anybody because tomorrow is my birthday. I turn 41 tomorrow, guys.
Oh my god!
I'm 41 and I'm still reading comic books.
Go on.
Happy birthday.
Love
Go
it.
on.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And every
when you
physical
get to be
backer,
my age, then you can boast.
right there. All right.
I can
You're-
still read.
Yeah. You
Back
still
in
got
my day, we
eyeballs.
had to walk 5 miles uphill both ways to buy our comic books. Never mind. So
No, we only had to ride our bikes 10 up to Birch Run in order to get the good ones. So
There you
anyway,
go.
never mind.
Love the retro design on the trading card, by the way.
Oh yeah, I love retro stuff.
Yeah.
I love that
Looks
stuff.
cool.
So yeah, everybody will get this trading card. Every physical backer will get that trading card. And like I said, there's 3 books. It's gonna be 36 pages, full color pages in the Killing Field Part 2. And so that does not include the cover. That is 36 actual pages of content and story. And then we're gonna have 35 plus pages of quick play that's available in this module. Very excited about that. Nicholas Tockard worked really hard on the kind of the machine, the engine behind it, but it's fully immersive. You can get, we're going to release the whole game later this year with a full manual. This is kind of an introduction to that to get people started. And then we've got the remaster. And some really cool things that we're also offering with that is we have backup tiers that people can get. I'm doing a sketch cover where it's going to be a front and back sketch cover, inked and gray toned. And then we're offering this cosplay stuff. So anybody that's out there that loves cosplay, we're doing a cosplay kit for chlorine and for ion. So you can get the tights and you can get the shirt. And then you also get the issue of the comic and the role-playing game, which is really, really cool.
Now Lola already has the green hair, so she might as well get the chlorine one.
She might as well. Yeah. Please don't tag me in any photos. We've got this chair called the Completist for those who want a little bit of everything. There is a version of the book that no one will be able to get unless they do the Completist version. I don't think I even added it as an add-on. So it's the virgin cover of cover A. So you can get cover A, cover B, virgin cover A, the black cover that's available for this issue, which is also a limited run, the sketch cover. You can get the role-playing game, the quick play manual, and you also get the remaster issue number 1 with a really cool chibi sticker and a sketch card. And on top of that, you get it. And here I'm going to give everybody a seizure that's watching. Ooh, let's go fast. There we go.
I took out the epileptic warning. Epileptic warning.
I
I
used
just
to it on
got
Webtoon, so
I just got to announce this today. We are doing an action figure, very limited run action figure. This is the print test, and it's going to be a hand painted. It's going to be limited to 20, and 10 of those will be available through the Completist package. So it will be a part of that $150 tier, and then the other 10 will be add-ons. It'll be available for add-ons, and those will run $30 with free U.S. shipping and reduced international shipping. But for $150, you get all of that other stuff.
Damien said, any other add-ons?
Well, yeah, here we are. That's the one. That's the one. Damien's actually working on that. And I got to say this about the guy. He worked his butt off last night to stay up until super early in the morning to make sure that we got a decent picture and a print of this to make sure it works so that we could put it on the campaign, because it was something I really wanted to offer. So yeah, we'll have 20 of those available. Like I said, hand painted. We're going to number the bottom of the feet, so you know it's like one of 20. And
are you doing a blister card?
It is going to have a blister card. He's working on the packaging for that, and it's going to have the clamshell packaging so that you can actually remove the figure and display it if you want to, and get it out and look at it and be able to put it back without having to tear up packaging and stuff like that. So it's got the collector in mind, but it's also got the like me, I want to touch things.
That gets in trouble.
Dot.
That is so going to get clipped.
Yeah.
I shouldn't. I just drank. I just drank a cup of coffee, and I shouldn't drink coffee this late at night. But yeah, so we've got different perks. You can get the quick play by itself. We've got a pack where you get a discounted version. It's like $50 for 5 copies of the quick play, which is a savings because they're $15 by themselves. Again, free shipping in the U.S. We've got backup catch-up tiers where you can get the trade paperback, issue 6 and issue 7 of the Killing Field, and then we've got the special covers where you get the black cover, you get the holofoil for issue 1, and then you get the trade paper, not the trade paperback. Oh my gosh, you get that thing that's on the screen. You get that other one there,
Yeah.
and then the completest
made of the papers.
Yeah.
the book. It's got that was distributed by Tomorrow Distro, I think.
Yeah.
This company taking care of that one. We got some cool stretch goals. We hit 75 backers. We're going to do an indie PDF library. It's currently locked because we have, I think, 16 backers. And then at 100 backers, we've got we recently did a bunch of chibi stickers, and one of those was Chlorine, and she was a really popular chibi sticker that everyone wanted, and probably the one that people grab most of the time from the con table. And so we're doing a patch, an iron-on patch that's embroidered for chibi, the chibi Chlorine. And so everyone will get that at 100 backers. At 150 backers, we're going to be doing a special metal trading card. At 175 backers, we're going to add 8 more pages into part 2 of the Killing Field with some backup stories and stuff. And then at 200 backers, should we reach this monumental goal, at 200 backers, we will have Hybrids Pogs that we'll be sending out to everybody. So yeah, it's $15 for a single book. $20 for the catch up where you can get book 1 and 2. But we're offering a lot of extra stuff in there, and so if we can hit these goals, we will definitely make sure that people get their money's worth. And so that's what we're doing with this. It's and everything ships in a Gemini mailer.
How you offering the Pogs without a slammer?
Well, you must provide your own slammer, Eric.
Oh, that could get really twisted. That could get really, really, really twisted.
Some of the company that we're in here, you gotta be careful what you say.
Yeah, you do, because
you could be a clip on next week's show. That's what we got going.
Beautiful looking campaign.
Thank you.
Really envious about the action figure. I can't wait to see how that looks in the after the paint department gets done with it.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, pretty excited about it. So hopefully
it's a dream we all share. We all gosh, I created this cool thing. Now I want to make a toy of it.
Yeah, the goal is hopefully if this works out well and it's well received by the end of the 12th issue, we'll be doing probably a set of 10, like a whole set of 10 action figures. So you'll be able to get all of them and work that out. So, but right now, baby steps. I'll be working with Damien to get the first painted version, so we can get photos for everyone over the course of the next few days, and hopefully entice people to get that even more. So yeah, there's only 20 copies of that being made, 20 of those. Oh, I've got a backup story in issue 1 from it's something that myself and my editor started working on together. We're kind of co-creating this world. She's the primary writer with this. It's called Rift Writers. And we're working with a talented artist here in Florida named Martha Schwartz. And so she did the pencils. I did the inks on this one. And then we got a very talented guy named Jason Smith, who has a fantastic resume, who did the colors on this thing. And very excited for people to get a hold of that story. And we will be expanding on that and making that a full book, probably, hopefully, at some point this year. So, yeah.
Cool. So I will put the link to this in the description of the video so people can go check it out. That's Hybrids, the Sons of Gods, only right now. Only on he's gonna take it to Kickstarter eventually.
No, this one's not going to Kickstarter. It's only going to run for 28 days. We're not doing any extensions, any of that extension bullcrap that people do. Mm-hmm. We can't be doing all that. So yeah, we're only running this thing for, like I said, we're only running this thing for 28 days. And once it goes to fulfillment, we're going to shut off the in-demand as well. So it's going to be because we're running the next book after that. And we've got, the Arrow distribution, the Arrow release of all these books. And so we're just keeping this alive in the crowdfunding for people that are ready to get on board for this. We're not going to be selling the book beyond the crowdfunder outside of Arrow Comics and stuff like that, because you'll be able to get those in stores soon.
Cool. Hop over to Indiegogo Hybrid, The Sons of Gods. It's the Killing Field Part 1 and 2.
Yep, you can grab both.
Check it out. And make sure that you tell Luke that Indie Volt sent you. Guys, before we get to the next book, I did want to tell you, yesterday I was tricked out for Mother's Day. I took the wife for Mother's Day. I didn't know I was going to, but she made a humble suggestion that I do so, and I took her out. And I decided to get. I didn't want to eat that much, so I got pretzels. Well, I didn't eat the pretzels. I brought the pretzels home, and this morning, when I was this afternoon, when I was getting ready to eat the pretzels, because it's like, hey, these are still good. I can eat these. I noticed that one of my pretzels is oddly shaped. Now I'm not gonna put this. I'm not gonna put the picture of the pretzel up, except for the fact that my wife was trying to force me to eat the pretzel. And here's live footage of me being harassed with this pretzel. Now I want you guys to understand that I did not. Does this look like the face of somebody who wanted to eat the pretzel?
Have you ever seen that movie Get Hard with Will Ferrell and
I seen bits and pieces, yeah,
and Kevin Hart? And that reminds me of a scene in that movie.
I did not want the pretzel. She forced it upon me, and I'm very upset about it. I didn't want the pretzel.
He ate it with enjoyment behind my back.
Yeah, I couldn't do what you looking at me. That wasn't gonna happen. Making your comments. Also, just you guys tell me. DC. I seen it today. It says DC announced their new logo.
Another one?
No, it wasn't that DC. It was the DC shoe company. I have their shoes, but that was awfully damn close, guys.
It is very close.
What DC stands for? Damn close.
And they should probably.
That's been their motto for years.
You just see their classic logo. They're from their classic line. I'm like, that's even worse, guys. I mean, and me and Randy talked about it. Like, how come they haven't sued anybody yet? How come they haven't said, hey, guys, you're running a little close to our logo. We need you to back off. And I noticed something. DC Comics does not have in some of the images I saw, they didn't have a registered trademark circle there. Which made me wonder if they've actually got the trademark to their DC insignia, because the DC shoe company, look at their classic logo for their classic line.
Boom.
You wouldn't think that was DC Comics if you saw that.
They're only 3 stars though. They couldn't even give themselves 4 stars. What the heck's wrong with those people?
Well, they're realistic advertisement.
Yeah,
not quite worth 4. We'll take 3.
We're a solid 3.
I will say I've had several pairs of their shoes, and they do kind of fall apart on me.
They hit that 3 real well. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, hit the 3. Hit the 3. So avoiding complete disaster. Let's talk to Pat. Pat, tell us about your project, sir.
For sure. Yeah. So
are you muted?
title of the book. Sorry, is my internet laggy? Can you hear me?
Yes.
We hear you fine.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah. So the name of the book is Echoes of the Triumphant. Yeah, it's my first one. It's sort of like a worst case scenario world. If people got superhuman abilities, it's not like The Boys in the sense that there's like really egotistical superheroes. It's different in the sense that there's like corrupt politicians and businessmen, and they're exploiting all these superhumans with abilities to just to do all this labor and make make gains off of them and to profit off of them. And so it's really a world where there's like a lot of rivalry, and it's just I think that's my old one.
Yeah, I was gonna play the video, but you wanna? Well, here, let me find a new one. 1 second.
That's Echoes of the Triumphant. Is that over
Yeah.
on Indiegogo or Facebook? Kickstarter?
Yeah.
Kickstarter.
So, yeah, I definitely learned a lot because this is one of my first ones, and
Gotcha.
yeah, it's really I guess the best way to describe it also is that it's like a mix between American Psycho and an X-Men, because it's all about like it's all about like a society where people are like really image obsessed and money obsessed, and people sort of navigate through that and sort of find their self-worth. So
Oh, you mean like real life?
exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna play the intro of the video here for you. Let's see.
It's really long. I made a mistake.
Oh,
It'll be like a minute next time.
now you said the video was a little long. It is.
Yeah.
It's what's he got? We made a 4-minute long intro video.
Yeah.
You said you made a mistake. What made you think that? I mean, I was like, yeah, 4 minutes is a lot for somebody to sit for a while, especially when you're crowdfunding.
Well,
but
sorry.
if I had that intro track, though, I probably would have sit and vibe to it and make a whole video to it myself. I like that music.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I found that royalty-free music, and it was around like 5 minutes long, and I tried to like edit. I tried to chop down like the music a bit, and it just didn't work out. Like, I wasn't like a pro with like Adobe Premiere, so yeah, I ended up making that 5-minute video, and realized the mistake after I made it, and yeah, next time it'll be 1 minute, no more, no less.
Larry says, "I am a tweak." Wow, Larry, we don't care about you. Oh, tweak. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And he says, "What's up, Max? What's that Facebook request sent? Who's that?" It says Indie Volt. Did we say that?
I said that.
Oh, okay. All right. You want figures? Hit me up. Okay. All right. Yeah. Everyone wants figures, Damien. I want to figure myself. So I know
he does too.
Yeah.
Make it a
Don't you play
bobblehead.
with yourself enough?
Not enough. I still have 2020. Now,
though he has shaved his palms a couple of times.
Oh yeah. I have to. Some part of me that can grow hair regularly. So you've made your goal. It's $302, a $24 goal. Let's take a look at this campaign though. So you've got Echoes of Triumph number 3, the digital copy, only $3. Now it's $3 Canadian or $3 US.
Oh, just $3 Canadian. Yeah, it's
about $3 US.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a little bit less US. I'm not sure what it'd be in US. Probably like $2.50 or something like that.
There's the duck bucks and then the freedom dollars.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
$5 Canadian, $5 US, about $5 US. Echoes of Triumph #1, the print copy. And now you are shipping that to America. Is 100 of those people need to get over there and check this out. Now, are you doing the art on this one?
No, I teamed up with a fellow by the name of Jared Bazina. He's a newbie like me too, and well that cover right there is actually drawn by Greg Warnchak. I don't know if you guys know him, but yeah, he did an excellent job, and Jared just has this like wicked sense of style that I really love, and it's like super sci-fi-ish yet really gritty, which is like I really wanted that, and I really love it. And
this piece here kind of reminds me of Mike Mignola piece in a way. In a
Okay.
way. Anyway, matter of fact, I was in the bookstore the other day, and I picked up Mike Mignola released a quarantine sketchbook.
Oh, okay.
And it was how much was Lola? Was it 39 or 49? I forget how much it was, but I was like, I picked it up and I'm like, do I want this? Do I want this book? And I couldn't remember. I had it in my cart until like the last minute, and I'm like, you know what? No, I'm gonna buy these really crappy comics instead. And I did. I bought some really crappy comics from other sources. But yeah, that's okay. This looks good. I think I backed it before on one of the other campaigns before. But I know that you said you've had some problems getting it to fund before. So this time you funded, so it's coming out. You got Dominic to help you. How has that been having Dominic to help you? I know you said he's been, he's been supportive and everything, but you can give us the real scoop here.
Yeah, he's he's been very, very helpful. He writes a lot. That's the thing about him. He loves writing. But yeah, he's just very knowledgeable about comics because he's been doing this. I don't mean to make him feel old, but like he's been doing this for like a lot longer than I have. So he like I wouldn't have a clue on what to do with printing, that's for sure, as a newbie, because like there's all this like like you don't want art like really close to like the edges, otherwise like key art could sort of get like messed up in a way when things go out for prints. And there's just all sorts of other stuff like I never like realized how much went into just designing like stuff like the credits page and the logos and stuff like that. And he's just been like a real help with that.
Yeah, it's only until you start to make a comic you realize, man, I gotta do all this work with myself. What do you mean I gotta do that? That's what does it manifest? Yeah. Where's the easy button? I know that I think Dominic gave me an advanced copy so we could review on Indie Vault. But I know that now that you have a few more things in there now. So you got your story all together. Now you're looking to ship this in this month, actually.
Yep. I can. I already shipped everything to my backers. Just like 2 weeks ago. So everything's all ready, and everything's good to go.
So you've already started shipping, even though the campaign isn't closed yet.
Yep, that's right.
Pat.
Why's that?
You scare me.
What?
You scare me because what if someone says the campaign isn't closed and I already got the book? We've had a guy that happened to.
Really?
Yeah. Some guy was like somebody. I don't want to scare you, but someone got their book and then they were like, oh, well, I'm not paying. Now I got the book and the money hasn't been charged. Cancel my order. And you got to be careful, especially with these Americans. I know in Canada everybody's honest, but us Americans, we can be
gotta be careful.
Yeah, we're evil. Okay, I got this book.
Okay. I'll keep my eye out for that.
Yeah, just until the campaign closes. When the campaign closes, should be fine. But but it looks good. It looks good, and I know that you worked hard to get this book done. So, are you going to work on the second issue, or what's up now? What's the future like?
Yeah, so the first arc goes from issue number 1 to number 4. We're like 17 pages into number 2. They're each like 24 pages
Mhm.
after number 1. Number 1's like 28 pages. But yeah, so I just want to see how everything does until issue number 4. So yeah, it's like I think it's sort of like what Luke said earlier. Like if you're not, making a profit off of it, like off of number 4 or number 3, and number 4, number 5, like that's when you're in trouble. Like like you still kind of
Mhm.
that's the idea, isn't it? Like you just want to keep going after your
Yeah.
first and second one, and see how things go, and
There's some books that were canceled at Marvel because back in the old days they didn't get the numbers right away, so they had
okay.
canceled books and then found out, wait a minute, there was an audience for that.
Yeah.
And that's when you have to bring books back all of a sudden. Like, oh well, shit, what do we do now?
Yeah.
Get another creative team on it, quick. Those guys left for DC. Shit. All right, we'll figure something out. I do gotta tell you, I love that Reverb Comics logo. I don't know why. Just I need a sticker. What's going on? Are there stickers out there? Or do I have to call Tomorrow Publishing and get a sticker? Tomorrow Distro. I'll get a sticker from them.
I should have thought of that. Stickers.
I'm gonna go check them out tomorrow and see if I can get some of my own merch over there. See what's going on tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, Tomorrow, hook me up with my own stuff.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
That would be great. Thanks, Pat, for showing us. It's appreciated. This is Echoes of the Triumphant over on Kickstarter, and he's been over there before, so we know what he's doing. He's sending out now, so I mean, don't take advantage of him. Make sure you get over there and you get this book, number 0 through 1, 302, pledge of $240 to go. He's got 16 days left to go. For our Indie Vote Radio listeners, by the way, thank you, 402 listening, and it keeps climbing.
Awesome.
Indie Vote Radio question time, and this one is from, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name, Jimenez?
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 Yeah, Jimenez.
Jimenez?
Says, hey, I would like to ask you guys to explain to me why my comic sells more in the colored version than it does the black and white version. So I'm guessing what's happened is he has two versions of the comic. He has a black and white version and the color version is selling more. People are just used to color. They tend to think the color comics are, for some reason, better quality. I read some really good black and white books though. I've been going through. I'll tell you this: you watch a story that's strong enough, you forget there's no color. I've got a bunch of black and white movies that I think if you put color on it would take me out of the movie. If you all of a sudden put color into Casablanca or Citizen Kane, I think I might be taken out of the movie. I'm used to seeing those movies in black and white for so long.
I mean, last night we stumbled across what was the name of that comic on Webtoon? It was black and white, and it's on Webtoon, so color is no extra charge to do that on the screen. But it was powerful, like classical manga looking stuff.
It was not aerosol. And as I say, you're right.
Point? Was it Choke Point?
Choke Point. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, a really nice looking book. And they did a lot more work because they were using grayscales and all this other stuff, hatching. What used to be Zippertone, and that was digital. I mean, they really bring the stuff to life, and it looked really good. But yeah, I don't think that. Now Lola disagrees. She likes her comics colored, but she likes her husband colored too. So I mean, Lola, why don't you like black and white books? What's going on, man? Explain to us.
I just don't like them. They're boring. They're flat.
You are aware that we're putting out a black and white.
They're what?
Right?
They're flat. They're
Flat?
boring.
They're
Yes.
boring?
Yes.
It can be. But there's so many other techniques out there and so much detail that you can put in a black and white book that a lot of times it depending upon the mood that you're trying to achieve with the work, be so much better.
I just don't like it. It's not for me.
Is she aware of putting her black and white book? is she aware? Somebody have a standards and practice.
I am aware and I have my feelings, but it's not my book.
We have to stop her. She's gone off the deep end. No, I believe though that now if I've seen some black and white books done horribly. Person just draws a picture and they move on. They don't trading.
Yeah.
They don't do anything like that.
Yeah.
That type of stuff. When you're releasing a black and white book, you have to keep in mind that you should put some type of shading in there, not just draw the picture and release it. That's gonna bite you in the ass.
Well, the grayscaling, I think it's an art all of its own.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the really cool thing about the Indie VOLT book is that there's such a variety of different techniques and stories in there, different people using the black and white medium in a lot of different ways, like this great story here about the origin of Dreaded Dinosaur Man that some guy named Eric Hodson did. It's got some amazing gray tones in it, or this Norse poem here that's adapted by Emily Zelasco, who really knocks herself off. Knocks herself out. Look at that detail, even in the framing. There's such phenomenal detail to that quite frankly, a work like this, color would just detract from it unless it's done incredibly well. Hatch is another example from Glenn Fleming. That he's currently coloring this product, but it still looks phenomenal in black and white. Or look at that great explosion by Jake Twister.
And I guess
Tired.
I've become such a geek that my mind just fills in the color automatically. Like I see oranges and blues. I know it's not. It might be mental illness, but I just fill in these colors.
And again, here that it's that zipatone effect that you were talking about earlier, in A Traveler's Desire by Josh Harris. That looks a lot like a manga, very much manga influenced book or story, I should say. Just a beautiful work. The stuff that's in the Revolt book varies so much in technique and subject matter that it's really an amazing book, and it is in black and white.
And you went up, by the way, $2,195.
I did. Mark Hodges backed it, and like I said, Albino Thunderbuns come in and ordered a cover set. Yeah. That was awesome.
I'm never getting over that name. That's an awesome name.
That was my nickname in college.
Yeah,
I believe it. Yeah.
Albino Thunderman. That's an awesome name. It needs to be a new comic.
We appreciate you both. And I still want to say any retail shop that comes in right now on this campaign that gets the retailer tier, and it's 6 books, 3 of each cover sets. We're offering 2 different cover sets. The book's actually a flip book, which I've heard Varian does not like flip books. But you totally upset this household. You put out a black and white flip book. That was
this
news to
household
me.
is not like you, Randy.
I guess.
I don't like flip books either.
Jesus.
It's a true revolt.
Yeah,
this is a revolt. This is a whole different
your clientele.
Whole different
development.
Product, I guess. Well, now that just means that we have to get some more backers, so that you have to contribute to the book.
Yeah.
Just because you don't like it. Yeah. But we have a retailer tier down here that's 3 copies of each book. The book's going to have a retail price on it of $19.99. So for $75, if a retailer were to come in and can show me for sure that they're a retail shop buying the retailer tier, I will throw in the 2 copies of every issue that Arrow Comics prints in their first 2 months back into the direct market for them to put on their shelves for free.
And that's
going to be 8 books. 7 different titles.
And people say that the indie people don't have any love for the direct market, for the comic shops. You're just proving that wrong, buddy.
Well, I retailed for 10 years, so I know what it's like. I worked in stores here in Flint and Bay City, and like I said, I retailed for quite a while. I met my wife while I was retailing at a comic shop.
Yeah, but
So
will those books be handled by Tomorrow Distro?
no,
No.
they will not. Well, hopefully not. I mean, it seems to be out of some folks' hands. All of a sudden they'll pop up from Tomorrow. Hopefully they won't. I will not have it authorized, that's for sure, because they're only going to be available through Liberty distribution.
Yeah. We'll send a cease and desist to Tomorrow if it's like.
But that's 16 more books if you get in on that retailer tier, because I want you to have Arrow product on your shelf. I want you to show it off. I want folks to walk in and get it. And that was one of the big frustrating things that I had when I was doing Arrow comics before, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, is we quickly discovered that a lot of the retailers' faith in the alternative and the independent books were waning even back then. It was during the black and white bust, and sure that there was a lot of slip ups, a lot of missed deadlines, a lot of companies only coming out with one issue and then disappearing. But we're going to be around for a while, and I want to see retailers out there actually put our books up on the shelf for some casual reader that comes in to look at it and pick it up and hopefully buy it straight off the shelf, instead of just going through a obligatory green section and deciding if their budget can stand to fill somebody's order in order to put it in their bag on their pull list or in a box and never see the light of a shelf. That's very important to me. I'm doing this in order to be read.
Breaking news, by the way. Eric Hodson vows, I'll stop tomorrow today.
He'll stop tomorrow. Actually, it's a little late in the day today. He'll stop tomorrow.
It's almost tomorrow.
Yeah, it is. It's almost tomorrow. So yeah, go over there, everyone. You got what happens? 10 days left to back Indie
10 days left, yes, on this. And once it's done, it's done. It's not going to go into in demand. We're not going to ask for any other sales. We're going to be printing as close to orders with maybe a few extras in order to cover the damage, anything that might possibly happen in the mail. But other than that, this book is it. Once it's gone, it's gone, and we won't be offering this book again, or we'll be offering this title to the direct market in 32-page floppies. But this version of this book will not be offered again. And even when we do offer the 32-page book, that'll be a combination of black and white and color, full color stories, and not all the material that's in this book is going to make it into the direct market version of Indie Volt Revolt.
Thanks for showing me that, Randy. Thanks for showing us all Indie Volt Revolt.
Thanks for allowing me to show it before the end of the show. I deeply appreciate that.
I do want to show another book from someone whose hat game is a bit stronger than mine.
Hat game?
His hat game is a bit stronger than mine. He mentioned it in the thing, but look, Matt knows here. I'm gonna slate his name.
Heirs of Isildur.
Isildur
versus Tales from Nocturna.
It's the vinyl record.
Isildur. Yeah, Heirs of Isildur versus Tales from Nocturnia.
Sorry, Matt.
$8,425. Matt, buy me a
climbing.
What the heck, man?
You need a sandwich.
Buy me a sandwich. Come on.
Buy him a sandwich.
He can afford it. Buy me a sandwich.
I could use a sandwich right now.
Yeah. I could have got 140 backers. He's got 11 days to go. Here it is. I'm gonna play the intro. Hopefully it's
This is more than a comic. Oh, that's cool. Colored vinyl.
That's crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was jamming out. Listen, you guys understand something. That is what you hear when you ride from convention to convention with Eric Hodson. That is what you hear. Lola can prove it. She would confirm it. The longer the trip, the longer you will hear it. But luckily, I like it. I like it. It keeps you up. You will not go to sleep. Because there's like screaming people in the background. You can't sleep through that. Luke, is that you on the soundtrack? Is that you?
No, that's not me. I'll tell you what. I was just joking the other day. I said, if 20-year-old me can meet, 21-year-old me can meet 41-year-old me, I think I'd kick my own butt. I really do. But I'm not sure which one would win. But I think both of us would hate each other. Because he's listening to metal, and I'm over here like, hey, did you hear this coffee shop album over here? This is great. He's like, when did you become a wuss? I'll be like, were you always a jerk? I don't know. I think I'd hate myself. I don't think it'd work out so well.
I tend to collect musical interests. They don't mostly fall away. Like, I'm still a fan of stuff I was a fan of as a kid, but I keep adding to it.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how I am.
Yeah, me too.
How about you, Pat? What are your musical tastes?
Honestly, it's just like a lot of EDM right now. Kid Cudi, I'm in love with. I think he's like a true artist.
Okay.
Yeah, he did it. Like he did a pretty good tribute to Kurt Cobain and on Saturday Night Live like 3 weeks ago.
Mhm.
Cool. Yeah, that's the guy right there.
Yeah. I like all types of music. My wife says I have the iPod of a 16-year-old, or the playlist of a 16-year-old gothic white girl. And she's right. I mean, I've got Linkin Park, Evanescence. I've got some Tattoo on there.
My goodness.
I've got the Wallflowers.
The Wallflowers. I don't even have the Wallflowers. Dang.
Yeah, Eric took my black card when he found out I knew the lyrics to One Headlight.
Jumped right into your wallet.
We could
Pulled it right
travel
out.
home.
I'm keeping this now. You've
lost.
lost this for good. Wallflowers. What the?
It was.
Hey, I listened to it, but I guess it makes me too white. I don't know.
Yeah.
No. I think the whitest thing to listen to has got to be Coldplay. It has to be.
Man,
I hate Coldplay. I hate Coldplay.
I like Coldplay.
That's the whitest music.
Where's your wallet?
I can't help you.
So we were doing this Christmas thing, and the worship leader we had at the time, his name is Stan Rivers, great guy, African American. We were doing these songs, and one of the Christmas songs we were doing was Jingle Bell Rock, right? And we're doing this, and he's singing, and finally his head just drops, and he starts shaking his head. He goes, "This is the whitest song in the world." Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty vanilla. Yeah.
I'll tell you guys a funny story when we finished looking at this campaign about music. But yeah, I love these records, by the way, with the color, with the different.
Yes.
That's really cool.
that colored
Where do you
vinyl. That's awesome.
even source that? That's incredible.
He knows a guy
Yeah.
that works for Tomorrow Distro, I think is.
Tomorrow Distro. There we go. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
That's nice. I think Jack White's got his own specialty, like print on demand vinyl company that he can press stuff with here in Detroit, if I'm not mistaken.
That's pretty cool. One of a kind add-on, artist Renan Shadi will ship you the oversized 16.5 by 16.5 Showdown original art from Brazil.
Look at that.
$400 flat fee. So big and easy. 2 sheets of paper. That's pretty cool. Head over there. Head over to Kickstarter.
I
Now,
backed it. You should too.
Yeah. Matt's not on the show to defend himself, but he's got 11 days to go for this Kickstarter. Head over there. I'll put the link in the description as well. He's not here to defend himself, so he can't. He can't. He's like, I wasn't invited. You're always invited. People just have to ask if they want to come on. Confirm the records will not be sourced through Tomorrow Distro. Hey, Varian, share the playlist. I will. I'll share my playlist. I gotta tell you guys something about white songs versus black songs. I realized something about maybe 6 years ago when I noticed it. It troubled me. I ran to my wife. I asked her for clarification. Do you remember the song that you sing to your kids about jumping in the bed? You know, 4 little monkeys jumping in bed. Well, I heard my wife sing that, before, and I've heard some other people sing it, and I noticed that their version was different because their version goes to 4 little monkeys jumping in the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. The mother took the baby to the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping in the bed." Okay, that is the white version of that song because it ain't the version I got. They were saying to me. I say sang to me. My version went like this: 4 little monkeys were jumping in the bed. One fell off and he bust his head. Now, automatically, he's bust his head. There, my vision is there's blood and guts and he bust his head to the damn white meat. Okay, he needs to go to the doctor. The mama takes the baby to the doctor, and the doctor said, "That's what you get for jumping in the bed." The doctor didn't care. In the white version, no more of that, okay? In the black version, that's what you get. So what?
I gotta tell you, Varian, I grew up with your version.
See,
like it was like, yeah, there was blood, and it was like that's what you get for acting a fool. If you're gonna be dumb, you got to be tough.
Yeah,
that's what I learned.
Maybe it was an insurance issue.
I know. I think that other version is just the millennial version.
That might be true.
Pat, I hate to say it, but we're
I can
walking through the
attest to
snow
that.
again.
I think that's very true. I heard that one. I heard the nicer version.
You heard the nice version?
Yeah.
See,
probably a millennial thing.
Pick up your mic. It's on your shirt again.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. So so you had the nice version. He had the sweet version. The version
Maybe
that was
maybe it's the Canada version.
That's the Canadian version.
we are close to Canada here in Michigan. Maybe that's why we got this.
Sorry.
My parents never sang to me, so I didn't have either version.
I didn't jump on the bed. I stayed up and watched Night Court. So
Yeah.
Oh, I love Night Court.
Yeah, they're bringing it back, by the way. Night Court.
no.
John Larroquette needs work.
I got the no more monkeys jumping area. That's what. Yeah. See, it's various version sounds like the much more metal version of that song. That's what you get.
Here's what I want to see from Matt's next Kickstarter. I want to see him do a metal album of bedtime songs for kids.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I would buy that just for. Just
can do kind of a sleep dream comic around it, like a little Nemo going off on wild, crazy adventures in his sleep.
Oh, black sheep. You got any wool, motherfucker?
I just want Itsy Bitsy Spider to have like a 4-minute drum solo.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like in the Garden of Eden kind of drum solo. Just
Go all Neil Peart with it.
I want to feel this.
Pop says South Minneapolis. Get up, walking off. Dr. Expensive. Pop says, "Yo, Sim in the house. Hello, everyone. Hello, Sim.
Hey, Sim.
Tim Sugar was just here talking trash about you, man. He got something planned.
Yeah. He's got some new insults for you.
Effing ass queen.
Yeah. Sim, by the way, Sim just announced that he took a new job with Tomorrow Distro.
Oh,
he's now the El Presidente. Tomorrow Distro. We're never gonna let that one go for a while.
Mark says to get George Fisher to do the vocals. LOL.
Yeah, and we can. I'll share my playlist on Facebook though. Everyone will check it out, and you guys are gonna laugh like he has garbage in here, like the band Garbage.
No wonder you're only happy when it rains.
Yeah.
Explains he just likes the lead singer. Way she looks.
I did.
Look,
Hey,
you try
I
really
tune out
hard.
to 12 inches of snow every once in a while, so you know,
I think you could
Informer's my
follow
jam.
to this album, especially if you fall off the bed and bump your head, bust your head, or bust your head. Whichever you need.
Well, I've backed it. I've got the book and the album coming, so we'll test that theory.
What's our radio number, sir?
We are at 82,090. By the way, you know how I can also say that I am not the head of Tomorrow Distribution. I didn't run it as a shell company. 1 second here. I have that's my paper shredder. Don't worry. It's just
The Variant Grant officially has no
No paper
contact
trail
or
to-
affiliation with Tomorrow Distro. So.
none whatsoever that you'll find.
He said direct all inquiries to @dreaded dinosaur.
Yeah. I had to get a paper shredder because Randy had one for the longest, and he looked so happy trading paper, and I'm like, I want to do that. So I went to the store, and now I'm just shredding shit like credit cards I still need. I'm like, no,
It has
daughter.
to be done. It has to be done. Yeah.
My daughter loves shredding paper. Like it's like, I don't know.
I got a box here still that needs to be shredded.
I'm like, you
I
should get a
keep
job at
buying
Enron.
the cheap ones and they burn out on me, so I'm just
Yeah,
going to start
yeah.
using a service.
Yeah. I got this. It's supposed to be heavy duty, cuts through CDs, paper clips, credit cards. But
Matt says that's pretty intense that the entire business could be shredded with one piece of paper.
God, Matt's kind of on a roll tonight.
Hashtag
Dude.
excellent business model.
Yeah.
Matt's in the zone.
I'm telling you,
Knowles knows.
I kept everything. I kept everything under one sheet of paper. You don't need a paper trail. You just want to do quick, dirty, get out.
When you have to go. Yeah.
You
have to vacate those offices. You want to be able to shred in a hurry.
you leave the shredders if you got to afterwards. Just empty them, but you can leave the shredder.
Just take them and throw them out the window. That's what they do.
And
they'll never be able to tape them together.
Indie Vote Radio question that we got in, Randy, and I want to kind of say this one for the end of the show, and it is I want to make sure I.
Do I need a soapbox?
Okay, this one and okay. So there's a gentleman that says yeah. I'm really upset that I backed a book from a comic book guru stating that he could show me how to get into the business, how I could succeed in the business, and as of today, I have yet to receive the book. This person has directed all inquiries to their fulfillment center and not taking responsibility. Here's the thing, and they didn't put their name up there; they put anonymous. Here's the thing, that happens. I mean, look, there's a lot of people. Every time something starts making money, you're gonna have somebody who comes in and says, "I'm an expert at it." You know,
I've done 3 successful Kickstarter campaigns. Pay me $200 and join my class, and I'll teach you how to my winning system.
Well, and the thing is, some people, they don't even do comics, but they're like, you know what? There's enough gullible people out there who will buy into this book.
I can teach you how to write comics for $500 for a 10-week course.
Buy into this DVD set that I'm offering. I'm offering a DVD set. You buy it, and then the DVDs don't manifest themselves. It's because, you know, they don't care about the industry in the first place. They sold you a dream and do you an ass whooping. And you can't trust everyone who comes in and says, I got the secret sauce.
Well, they're taking advantage of the gullible is what it is, because you need to go out there and learn from many different sources. You know, as many as you can. You need to soak up everybody's system. You need to know the business since you're in the business. How do you expect to make money if you don't know the business? You know, you can't just trust on a guru going, hey, pay me some money and take my class and you'll learn the secrets to this industry. Well, you will, because one of the secrets of this industry is that there's a lot of shady people in it.
I think I know who he's talking about. And I would say that I don't think that this book was pushed as it was the secrets, you know, like with any fault. It was, you know, it was supposed to be like a nuts and bolts understanding of independent comics. And I'm like, hey, that's not a bad book to have on the shelf. You made us. I too am waiting for my book, and will probably. I expect to never see it now.
That says shady people in comics? No.
Yeah, that doesn't happen, right?
Not at all.
But you know, to be fair, that particular campaign was heavily supported and shilled by someone that I know, and they were endorsing it hardcore. Now, if that person endorses something for me today, like they couldn't endorse a fire extinguisher and make me want to buy it. But that's, you know, in a burning house. But that's just me. You know,
I don't know who it is. You'll have to share with me. But I will say this: I've backed some books that I know I'll never get. Sorry, sorry, it hurts. One book that I didn't think I was going to get that I did get. I didn't get it in the form that I was supposed to get it in, but you know, if tomorrow distro, reach out to me. Got that print file, hook it up. I'm just kidding.
I'll tell you what, I can guarantee you that if you back Hybrids, The Sons of Gods, Killing Field Part 1 and 2 today, that you will get that book by the end of June, beginning of July. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
That's because he knows he's already got his print file together. Print files already. The printer's probably already had the print file for like 3 weeks. It's all ready to go.
Everything is ready to go.
Beware of anybody who tells you they know everything about comics. You know, there are people who know a lot, but things change. You know, I mean, Randy won't tell you he knows everything.
No, I don't know I've done just about everything, but I don't know everything. No way. Because I've done some things very badly, you know, but I've done them.
You got to make some mistakes to learn.
Oh yeah, especially in this business. That's the key to really any good business. It's not how badly you failed. It's how fast you get back up and try it again.
There's no better teacher than pain.
Yeah.
The other Canadian, we've had quite a few Canadians. We had Larry in the chat. Now we got Simon says, and then we got of course Pat here. This is
part of our worldwide audience. That's all.
This is the weirdest thing. People are more worried about blunt, honest people and trust those snake charmers, miracle serum salesman from Old West. LOL. I think I know who you're talking about, and I told him to F off. Jesus, why does everybody know besides me?
There's a lot of so-called gurus out there, people that want to lead their own little cults or tribes or whatever the frick you want. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know everything.
How come I'm not being snitched to? I'm the media. I should be snitched to. By the way, Lola, no shoe cam tonight. What gives? Sick?
I'm sick. I got the boob cam.
That's always there.
The boobs are perky today.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're losing that
about to
Indie
get
Crime
the
dollar.
back of your head slapped off again, dude.
We're losing the Indie Crime dollar, man. Come on.
I apologize.
Pixel pays good money for that shoe cam. Good money.
I apologize, Pixel.
That's
I am
the
sick.
secret admirer that's been sending you shoes. Want to see them on the cam? Just some guy I used to know. Need to write a country song. LOL.
There's some I forget the name of songs people I used to know. People
Now you're just someone I used to know.
There's that song.
The video.
There are probably a couple of those. If it was a country song, it would involve a pickup truck and a dog too. That's a whole nother story.
What are you gonna say, Eric?
I was just gonna say we love to deceive ourselves. So if somebody comes along telling our ear, you have to fight against your own nature to not fall for that crap. So
Mm-hmm.
You do, yeah.
Simon says too many are trying to sell a dream, and too many are looking for the easy way.
Yeah.
No way but the hard way, baby. So that's what she said. And Matt No says Luke wants to know why only Lola gets a shoe cam. Why not Varian?
He can wear my shoes. Go for it.
I don't have the ankles for it.
Be nice, or Varian will start a wound cam, and you do not want to see that.
Oh,
You do not want to see that.
ew.
Yeah, my wound cam is like, hey, I need today off. People are like, why? And I'm like,
Look at that thing. Oh,
Look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we get to see it no matter what because he knows when we're eating. He knows when we're about ready to
He
fall
knows
asleep.
when we're
It's like,
sleeping. He
hey,
knows
look
when
at
we're
this.
awake.
it's about 11:30. Hey, Luke. Need your help.
Randy will appreciate this. Hey, look. Oh,
I will say I've never gotten a late night wound pick.
Oh, now you are. Now you started it, Luke. Now you're going.
I think I've got an afternoon wound pick. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, what do you think of this? I'm like, that's you.
Yeah,
That's what you're working with here.
that's not going to heal right away, is it?
No. Yeah. It's funny. They are scheduling my surgery though. So it's called armpit removal. Sounds like
fake.
yeah, it's like armpit removal.
Is it the same guy that wrote that book that we never got?
And what they're going to do is they're going to go in, they're going to cut out my armpits, then they're going to remove the glands, sweat glands,
Mhm.
and then I don't know where
They're going to pack it and let it heal.
Yep, pack it and let it heal.
Yeah.
I'm expected to be down for 2 months.
That's what happened to my ex-wife's navel.
Yeah. So
That band name called it.
ex-wife's navel. Yeah.
No, that's the name of my autobiography. My monkey has my ex-wife's navel.
Oh, that was.
Actually, he does, but that's a whole nother story.
I'm going to be probably looking like a T for a couple days with my arms stretched out, like,
Yeah.
hey guys.
How you doing?
Yeah.
You're gonna be
Yourself
in
up on that
hospital
rack.
for a while.
He's in the Fortnite T pose. Hey guys.
Be at the very
you're gonna be
rack
screaming
cam.
from the hospital.
Yeah, I'll stream from the hospital.
I'll
Stream
take
from the
pictures and
hospital.
videos for everybody.
Oh, that would be great.
I got to share the experience with everybody. I had to keep
Hey, what do you
them
think of
updated.
this?
You had me at armpit removal.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I did ask, can I keep the glands? And they're like, well, I think they sear the glands.
Dude,
Like-
they're going to take those. They're going to take that entire armpit and put it in formaldehyde and study it for years.
They're gonna sell that shit to China.
That's what they did with him with the ex-wife's navel. They pulled a bunch of fluid out of it, and then the minute they looked at it, they said, "It's got to come out."
Yeah.
And it had swelling up. If you ever see Spank the monkey, he's got a navel that looks like a $50 looks like a little baby's butt poking out of her belly. They
Papa, you
just
can
went
make
in and amputated it, packed it, and
dude, you can make a mint on the right platform. Yeah.
yeah.
You guys told me last year about one situation that is still burned in my memory. No camera needed. By the way, I hope you're doing better, my man. Yeah, I am. I'm medicated all the time now, and I've discovered the miracle of weed. Weed makes you not care about anything. You're like, they're cutting my lights off tomorrow. Let them try. Yeah, man, put on those wedges. I will. As soon as you get that red dress, let me know what
You're gonna get that red dress soon, sugar.
rashesandscabs.com. Oh, that's gross.
I'm sure that's an actual site.
It probably is.
Yeah.
By the way,
I wouldn't doubt it.
by popular request, since I received a message by Mark Kessler, aka Commander Marty, the featured guest at his Fine Art Academy. I grew up watching the shows. That's cool.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, featured guest at his Fine Art Academy. That's really cool.
Couldn't happen to a better guy.
Yeah, Simon is this is Simon. You have to rewrite your coattails. Everyone is getting exposure. Anthony was on the news, and not
Yes,
for
he
anything,
was.
not for anything he's usually on the news for.
That's what he said. That's
yeah.
what he said in his face. Normally, I'd be on TV about a crime I committed. But instead, they're talking about my book.
It's really cool to see that from
That's awesome.
friend of ours, Anthony Figueroa. Check that out. Was that it's a New Orleans Fox affiliate.
We should stream snipe that on Thursday's show.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. And then a week after that, not this Thursday, next Thursday, Nina from Italy is going to be joining us with her book. She came. We covered her on. It came from Webtoon, and she's launching her campaign, and so
Nice.
she's gonna. And now she's from Italy, so it's better for her to come on in the morning.
Yeah.
So she's gonna jump on in the morning with us for a while next Thursday. So make sure you
Sure.
check that out. Moyles International Indie Voters.
I don't know how many of you watched Anthony's video, and props for him getting on the news.
Mhm.
What is it about newscasters? Anything in pop culture, they sound like they're an alien from another planet who was just told what a comic book was before we went live on the air.
Oh, there are a lot of people out there who don't realize what a comic book is. We've been in such an enclosed environment as far as the retail shops go for 2 generations. There are people out there who have no idea what a comic book is.
They sound so funny. It's like comic books are big business.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
What? When did that happen?
No joke. The number one question that I ask people when I'm at a comic convention and they come by my table, do you read comic books? If it's a yes, I'm like, okay. Do you like comic books? And so it's you'd be surprised. People will be walking up with a Batman t-shirt. It's like, who's your favorite superhero? And they'll like go off and start talking about that, but they have no idea about the comic books they come from.
Oh, I thought you were going to say people at shows that you meet look at your book and then look at you and go, "You make a living doing this?" I've had that happen to me.
When are you gonna grow up? I get that a lot.
Well, that would have been my dad. But anyway,
I'm not sure if it was Eric or somebody. They told me the guy walked past them as Green Lantern, and they said, "Hey, nice costume." And they said the guy's costume was really nice, and he was, kind of buff, and he's walking around. He's got a ring on that glows, and he's taking pictures. And I said, "It's a cool costume. Thank you. Which Green Lantern are you? The best one." That's what the guy responded, and it's like,
which one is that?
Motherfucker.
Obviously, Hal Jordan. I mean,
I got a soft spot for Kyle. I'm sorry, I do. I got a soft spot for Kyle. Right.
Everybody has their favorite.
Yeah. Hell,
it's not Kilowog.
Chip.
Comics mates in house. Greetings.
Greeting comics mate.
Simon says, and then so I have hundreds of people following me not with pitchforks. One does never cease. And as by popular demand, we've been told we must sing "Happy Birthday" to Luke. So everybody, 1, 2, 3, go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lou. Happy birthday to you. Sound like a funeral, guys. Come on.
That's got to be the crappiest song ever.
And I think you probably just got demonetized for using that.
Yeah,
probably did. Yeah.
On top
of that, off singing the Beatles version of that.
On top of that, it was the internet. It was an internet speed test. We now know who has lag and who doesn't.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. If people want to, wish me a happy birthday, and they happen to also like superheroes that include ancient aliens, Nephilim, angels, demons, weird lore like that, team 90s kind of like comic stuff, then why don't you just go over and back my book on Indiegogo? That'd be the best birthday present you could gift me.
Eric clearly is the best singer in the group. You need practice. Actually, we need a better song. That's what it is.
Luke's birthday is tomorrow, so we won't bother Luke tomorrow.
Actually, I'm not celebrating my birthday, dude. I'm not celebrating it. I'm going to be on streams tomorrow, and I'm going to be. I've got pages to draw. I mean, man, we're making comics. We got comics.
Holy crap! You are over 40.
Yeah. You stop celebrating after 40. You're like, I don't care about these.
Yeah.
Josh says, "Oh dear God, I felt a great disturbance in the force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced."
The silencing was the good part.
Happy Star Wars Day to you too, Josh.
Live long and prosper, Josh.
Yeah.
I've been trolling all day. Every friend of mine posting Star Wars with gifts of Spock or Kirk.
Matt Knowles says, "Luckily, I recorded that rendition. Secret track for the metal album." Boom.
I think that'll work.
Secret tracks are tight.
Yeah, the Indie Volt Happy Birthday song.
I wonder who else will be clipping that on their streams. That people watch your stream just to like see. That's
What
how
I'm
you
gonna
know
say?
you've made it, when you've
Yeah.
got people that watch your stream just to try to find out, like, ooh, I'm gonna get them. You know, I love that.
He said this. He said that.
Oh, did you hear what they? Oh, he had a tone.
Oh, terrible.
Well, I
When
like.
he said that, he tilted his head a little to the one side, so you know it was bad.
Sweet, another May, baby.
uh,
Said he understood that reference.
We know what was happening in August.
we have a we have so much stuff coming up. And guys, also make sure you go over to indievoteawards.com, submit your book for nomination and at least consideration for nomination at indievoteawards.com. We ran earlier, showed that Mr. Zimmerman is one of the first people who is going to go into the going to be inducted. Next week we'll announce someone else. Not me. I tried.
I was just the easy one to do. So
Yeah.
everybody else gets a little bit more difficult from here.
You're the easy one.
Yeah, he's quite easy.
I'm easy.
I've heard that about you.
Just ask the wife. Yep.
Anyway. It was I tried to get in. I tried to get into the Indie Vote Comic Book Hall of Fame. I was told no, I didn't qualify. I said I own the company. They don't care. They won't even give me a sympathy plaque.
Okay, this bit's not funny. Move on.
Yeah, no. I'm getting a sympathy plaque. I'll make myself a sympathy plaque.
Shall we run the ad for the awards? Let's do
Sure.
that. Here
Go
it is.
ahead.
Here's the ad for the awards.
Say what you will, but these award songs are pretty. These award songs are pretty invigorating. I said invigorating. That's right.
Invigorating.
That's
Yes.
right. We were. He said, "You know what?" And I can say it. What you gonna do? Cancel me? So thank you guys. I will start with Pat. Pat, where can you find it, sir?
You forgot a book.
Oh, did I forget a
You
book?
did. See,
Oh,
Just
that
like,
book.
that happens to me so often that he
I
doesn't
even
mention
messaged you
Revolt the
about
whole
it.
show.
Did you message me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
You forgot a book.
I guess because she's sick, so she doesn't speak up.
Nothing for you this week. None.
There it is. Lure is fully funded, ladies and gentlemen. $1,585.
Thank you.
I'm gonna play the intro here for you. The video. Hold on.
It all started with an invite. Then you wake up in a cage. You would never expect what happens next. Who lives? Who dies? Are you ready to get lured? Sorry
There
about
it
that.
is.
That was my fault.
There it is. The lore from our own Lola drops. It's the 26 days left. It's gonna be dropping into your mailboxes in December. So Lola, the fetish sticker pack is unlocked. Everyone's getting the Daphne Lage print. Correct?
Correct. Now we're working towards the stretch goals, which at 2,000 we'll be doing a holographic sticker.
And there are your characters. I think that let me see here. Yeah, those pages you added. Now you got the key bottle opener key. You got the ring from the villainous character, and that ring comes into play quite a bit in the comic too. So it's pretty cool that people can wear the ring while they read the comic. Your shirt for Chakra Comics and Lore. Fetishes A to Z. Still get that one. The original art for that one's still available too, right?
It is.
Uh,
And there's the letter N for nylons. The original art for that is still available too.
yeah, I gotta scan that so you can put it up. That's from the Fetish book. There's Lola, cartoon form. There's Daphne Lages, friend. She's put her name on this, so I guess I can say that. Unsolicited. Now, this original art sold.
It is. That one went pretty fast.
Yeah. You know, I'm proud of this piece. I don't know. I don't know why, but that's an ugly man, I was told.
I was told yesterday on the stream I was on that it looked like Tony Stark.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if anybody was going to do it,
Pat, lift your mic. Pat, lift your mic.
Sorry, man.
Thanks.
If anybody was going to do it, it'd be Tony Stark. Sugar said, congratulations on getting fully funded.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
It all started with a succulent Chinese meal.
And a red dress.
It all started with a succulent Chinese meal.
Oh, we don't play that video enough. Why am I being arrested? Why? Oh, it's Sim. It does kind of look like Sim. It does.
Uh-oh. What you been up to, buddy? Oh, wait, I just got a text from you. Oh, God.
I got everybody's unsolicited pictures. You just don't know it.
Yeah.
No, now you do.
Yes.
It's a turtle. It's a turtle.
So you still got some things to unlock: the holographic sticker, the enamel pin, foil wrapper, which is actually a custom condom that they did.
It is.
It's in a package. It's in a lure packaging. There's a patch, and then the trading cards. So I mean, you still got some time to hit some of those stretch goals, Lola. We believe in you.
And I will be going in demand until I am ready to hit the printer.
Which won't be that long. So
No, it won't. I just talked to my artist today, and he's got a lot of pages done. He just hasn't sent them over yet.
Sugar says stop sliding into people's DMs, Sim.
Exclusive lower wraparound cover, only 50 of those getting made. So if you want the exclusive cover, the photography cover, or the cosplay cover, I like to call it, check that out. It's a wraparound cover. So that's going to be another one that she's going to have to. You're going to do, Lola. Why don't I get a wraparound cover? I don't get anything right here.
Why don't you get a wraparound cover?
It would take twice as long.
Man, it was so hard trying to get him to do what he did.
Yeah. I should have been a star on this campaign, but I wasn't. So everybody go check out Lore. $1,585 of a $1,500 goal. Go check it out. It is from our own indie printers, which is why I'm on the campaign page watching it. I'm not gonna dox anybody though. I'm not. So we'll start with Pat. Pat, where can he be found at, sir?
Sure. So I guess the best place to find me is just on Instagram at Reverb Comics, and I have a Facebook Reverb Comics page, and those are pretty much the best places to find me.
Sweet. Mr. Luke Stone.
Yes, you can find me at LukeStoneStudios.com. That is Luke Stone Studios with an S on the end.com. You can find the link over there to join the mailing list. You can also find that link to Indiegogo, where we are live for the next 28 days, and we have some very limited things that are over there. We've got a goal of $3,200, so I'm going to need everyone's help to make that happen. And that's where you can find me. That's what I'm doing.
Cool. And Dread Dinosaur.
Hey, I'm at Dreaded Dinosaur on all the social medias that matter. So if you're on social media and you look up Dreaded Dinosaur and I'm not there, it don't matter. Anyway, that's where you can find me. You can also go to Pro Wrestling Tees. You can get my book, Ruddy Piper, Kilted Avenger. You can go to erichodson.com, click Buy Prints, help me pay the rent. Just released a brand new wrestling print on my Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all that immortalizes the awesome match on AEW between Thunder Rosa and Dr. Britt Baker. Getting a lot of good feedback on. So if you're a wrestling fan, check that out. And then come back here next Monday where Varian and I will discuss comics on the web. Webtoon, Tapas, whatever your poison. We had fun yesterday. We'll have fun again next week.
Yeah, and you know, I get to talk about the comics that are digital that I can't hold. You know, the problem is when I see digital comics out, I'm like, I don't want to throw my phone or my tablet. Well, printed ones, I can throw those across the room. Do all kinds of stuff with them. That's a good show. It came from Webtoon, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Indie Vote on the YouTube channel. Miss Lola, where can you be found at?
I'm everywhere. The best way to track me down is go to Linktree Indie_Princess and find all my links there, including a link to Lore, which is on Indiegogo, funding now. Tomorrow, you guys can catch me for Geekgasm at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do have guests lined up, so it's going to be a great show. And then on Saturday, I am doing Backer Shots again, and this time we are taking shots for Daphne Lage's campaign that just started on yesterday. It started
For Eagle Raven 2
on
Kickstarter.
Thank you. There you go.
She funded already.
She funded already? Yeah, she funded really quick.
She
Yeah.
funded already, but we're still gonna do Backer Shots for.
Cool.
Now the pressure's off. Mr. Zim.
You can find me on Facebook under Randy Zimmerman. You can find me on Twitter under Randy Zim. Look for Arrow Comics 4.0 over on Facebook and on YouTube. We have our videos over on YouTube. On Facebook, we're releasing whatever art we can get our hands on about the books, and look forward to us coming out to you in August. Also, look at that Indie Volt Revolt campaign over on Indiegogo. It's only got 10 more days left to go. Right now, the book is sitting at 130 pages. If we gather another 13 backers, it's another 13. Nope, another 18 backers. We will add 10 more pages to the book. So make sure you get over there and back it soon. After the 10 days, it's done. And it won't be offered again. Then starting in August, you'll see a regular set of comics coming from Arrow Comics available at your more discriminating retailers through Liberty Distribution. So retailers, you might want to sign up now. And Liberty is also looking for other publishers as well to sign in at Liberty, www.ledg.us. And then Varian will be back. Varian and I will be back Thursday morning at 9 a.m. for the breakfast. But you were going to say something, Varian? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're what?
Varian and I are going to be back at Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the breakfast buzz. And then I will be back Sunday morning for the Sunday Funnies, where we try to put the fun in funny books Sunday morning at 9 a.m. And I'm not sure exactly who the guests will be this week. I believe Brian K. Morris will be joining us. So it'll probably be Geeks and Geezers. So we'll see how that goes.
Love that version of the show. And guys, if you want to,
it's always fun. It's always fun.
If you want to send in your own questions, you can do so at IndieVoteLive at IndieVote.com. And please include IndieVote Live in the subject and keep those emails to 90 words or less, so that maybe, just maybe, I will be able to put them on a card and we can read them on air and make fun of you. Also, you heard our radio number. We are at 87404 today. Listen online now. You can listen with the Alexa, with Amazon Alexa. You have Google Play. Or you can download the Indie Vote Radio app. If you have an iPhone, download Streamer or TuneIn and type in Indie Vote Radio. You can also listen at the Indie Vote website at www.indievote.com. And the music section, there's a player there where you can check out the radio. And then TV is your thing. Indie Vote TV on Roku. We have a streaming network there. We have lots of independent movies and music videos, some wrestling up there, all independent content, some long form Indie Vote radio. videos. When YouTube says you can't say that on our platform, we take it off and put it there where they have no power. So yeah, there we go. It's been a great show. Thank you all for being here with us. We do appreciate it. We will see you back here very soon.
Before we go, we really want to thank or congratulate, since we're talking about indie and alternative comics, we really want to congratulate Stan Sakai, who just announced that Netflix is picking up a series, Samurai Rabbit, that'll be based on Usagi Yojimbo, which is a long-running book that Stan has done for an incredibly long time over on Dark Horse. We wish him the very, very best on that. May he have many seasons. That's the kind of product that Netflix really needs to look at and pick up, because it's going to make a great cartoon, but it wasn't meant to be a great cartoon when it first started. It was the Stan's project that he has poured his heart and soul in for at least, I think, 10, maybe 20 years now. There's many huge volumes of that character out, a long history. And like I said, we wish him the very best. They're going to call it Samurai Rabbit as opposed to Usagi Yojimbo, just to make it more accessible to the public.
Yeah, it's got to be longer than 20 years because he was Ninja Turtles, and
he had to start it. Yeah, you're right. He had to start in Albedo, I think, back in 85, 86.
Yeah.
So
congratulations to you, sir.
And those copies were incredibly hard to find to start with. Now they're going to be even more incredibly hard to find. So I guess I'm going to have to run through my long boxes and get those in bagged and boarded.
Yeah. With how much he's going to make, he can buy me a sandwich too.
Heck yeah.
Thank you guys for watching.
Let me take us out.
Go ahead.
Good night, everybody.
We'll see everybody soon. Take care, everyone. Stay healthy.
Yay! Think about what you've accomplished.
Can you hammer a 6-inch spike through a board with your penis?
Not right now.
A girl's gotta have her standards.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.